solving a genuine problem and for large number of people.
So if we talk about the cost, something let's say some bandage, somebody is selling for 500 rupees. We came up with the same product with different kind of things, like something which solves the same purpose, but that sells for like 50 rupees.
So obviously there's a whole cost advantage, I'm sure. And the thing is, like, as long as this 50 rupee bandage is doing the same work that 500 people is doing, and you can prove it to everybody's satisfaction, there's no side effect and there's nothing else, I'm sure this idea will pick up. One small thing I wanted to add here was like the myth regarding that equity. So you have to understand one thing: when somebody is investing, especially equity, he is investing behind your idea. So if tomorrow, that was a question that if I've taken 10% and you don't do well, I want 25%, but the question is 25% of what? At the end of the day, it is you who's running the company, it is your idea, and if you have lost interest in that or if you don't make it do anything, as far as VC is concerned, his money is lost. He has given the money, and if that money doesn't grow, if the company doesn't grow, he has lost. So there's no collateral here, there's nothing for us to fall back on. So when we invest, it's very important for us to understand that the idea is scalable, that you are passionate about it, you are in with the skin, as he said. So that is very, very important. So you have to think from the other point also, that when VC is coming in, there is a risk involved. So if the conditions are there, which seems fairly harsh, the reason is because we have nothing else to fall back on in case things don't work out.
Being an IT company, like running a Naukri.com kind of site in India, just like huge, say. What do you think that at this stage, if you want to start something new, will you hire a team to develop that thing, or you just outsource work to different vendors to get that thing done and have your idea up and running?
See, as I said, that's a very important question. We are, as far as the internet space is concerned, we are already in a lot of domains. We still believe there are a lot of ideas which we have not explored and we would like to explore. We have our hands full. We don't have the bandwidth to invest in more ideas, and that is the reason why we have this, why we are investing. So in case we find that there are people with very good ideas, good teams with very good ideas, we want to partner with them. We want to ensure that they use our expertise. So a lot of things, if you have an idea and you want to go about doing it in the internet space, we have a lot of expertise we can help you out with. So answer your question, yes, today if we find a good idea, we would, rather than try to do it ourselves, and rather than outsource, we would want to find a person who's passionate about the idea and invest behind that person. That's the whole rationale of our funding strategy.
I have a doubt on when you talk about scalability, like when we work with a number of times, our VCs would be interested in the idea scaling. So I don't know which ideas do you think are not scalable. Like they are subjective. Some idea would catch up in a few years, some would take some time, but then the returns might come later of the same quantity. So how do you say that the idea is?
See, when we say idea is scalable, we say what is the potential for that service.
Right.
So, for example, if you come back and say, I have an idea which is to, let's say, do with the school automation. Now that I know is something by the sheer size number of the schools which are there in this country, is if you do well, if you execute well and you're able to pull it off, it's going to be hugely scalable. So we are perfectly fine with that. But tomorrow if you come back and say, I want to start a classified site for Chandigarh, so then I have an issue, because then by the definition there is so much that you can do in Chandigarh. So you may be extremely profitable. You may run it very efficiently and you will be very profitable, but at the end of the day, the scalability is an issue. So but tomorrow if you come back and say, I have a model where I'll first do Chandigarh and then I do the rest of the cities, and I have that, then we would say that's scalable. But if you define the boundary, okay, this is the geography, or this is the market that I want to address, and that market itself is very small, then the issue comes in. I'll give you an example. We have this outdoor advertising which comes. Now, any which way you try to size that market, it cannot be more than maybe a few hundred crores. And there was this company who said, I will provide a software which will help people run their outdoor advertising. So it's a 300 crore market. You are saying that you will provide a solution to the 300 crore market. So you cannot have more than 4 or 5%. So the size of the market itself is 3-4 crores. So even if you get 100%, you will still be only 3-4 crore business, which would be very profitable if you can pull it off. If the team is very small, you don't need too much investment, it will be great. But if you, for this venture, if you want money, nobody would be interested. I mean, that's from where I am.
So we almost the end of the session. Here's the last question. Please.
With my questions to you. Just wondering, what could be the reasons for, there are a lot of ventures with E4H. What are the reasons for, other than Naukri, none of the other things have been nearly as successful as Naukri?
See, I won't say they are not. So I completely agree. If you look at the scale of Naukri has done extremely well. 99 acres again is doing very well in terms of the market share. It's just a question of time. Those markets have not matured. The reason why Naukri has done extremely well is because the consumer side, and when I say consumer side, is basically the IT people who are already online. Now, in 99 acres, the interesting thing is that the consumer is online. So you and I who want to buy the house definitely would love to go check out the prices, would love if the prices are completely accurate. They are, I mean, the black component, white component, what is not there, all the information is there. The problem, at least that's what we face, is that the business side of it, the brokers and the builders still don't have the faith as far as this medium is concerned. That is changing, and 99 acres that is growing. I mean, the numbers are fairly public, so they are doing extremely well. So just a question of time, because in terms of what I was saying, in terms of market, if you look at print, in print, property is 5 times bigger than jobs.
Exactly.
Education is even bigger. So we have Shiksha.com also, which is even smaller business.
Yeah.
But what we are fairly confident is that these are extremely big opportunities. It's just a question of being persistent with them, and we'll get it.
Thank you very much for being with us for this session, and thank you all the panelists. Vivek is coming from Delhi, and both Siddhartha and Paras will take out time from their very, very busy schedule on a Saturday. Thank you very much.